In many rural agricultural centers, early education inevitably collides with local tradition. For a 16-year-old student named Anea, her high aptitude in mathematics and English placed her at the top of her class, testing the boundaries of her village's expectations. She operated with a specific objective: to complete her formal schooling and return to this environment as a teacher, building an educational pipeline for other young girls in the region. This data tracks female academic participation in developing rural areas. There is a strong baseline of early childhood enrollment, followed by a drop-off right around the age of 16. Anea's drive to continue learning past this threshold positioned her ambition as a challenge to the established sociological bottleneck of her region. Just weeks before her qualifying exams, her family arranged her marriage. Her textbooks were packed away, and her uniform was folded for the last time, ending her formal educational path. Relocating to her husband's village, her daily reality shifted. Her academic schedule was replaced by cooking, cleaning, and continuous household labor. She was subject to a cultural mandate, the expectation that her individual identity and personal ambitions would dissolve into the priorities of her husband's family. This process of systemic erasure occurs when environmental pressures completely overwhelm personal agency. Resurrecting a derailed ambition requires internal resilience, the quiet refusal to forget one's own capabilities. Anea isolated herself at night, practicing math equations and English grammar on grocery receipts by the light of a dim oil lamp. Operating in total secrecy carries a heavy psychological toll. She lived with the belief that no one in her immediate environment valued her mind. Internal resilience serves as a necessary survival mechanism, but it requires outside validation to transition from a secret habit into a real-world change. That validation arrived through an external advocate, her father-in-law, Mr. Dev, a retired school principal. When he discovered her studying in the dark, he chose to recognize her talent rather than enforce domestic expectations. Mr. Dev disrupted the cycle by stating that a husband of gambling should actively protect a wife's dreams. He translated this belief into material support, supplying her with textbooks and dedicating his evenings to reteaching her the curriculum. Active mentorship requires providing both the psychological permission to try and the material resources to succeed. Still, informal learning has a limit. Until it could be measured against a standard, Anea's knowledge remained theoretical. Mr. Dev used his professional background to secure her a seat for an official certification exam at a local school. After months of rigorous revision, she took the test and passed with top marks, officially earning the title of teacher. Clearing institutional barriers requires an advocate possessing the social capital to grant access to formal testing that an individual cannot secure alone. Years later, Anea leads a classroom filled with dozens of young female students. The community observed her success and shifted its behavior. Parents who previously doubted the value of female education began enrolling their daughters in school, citing Anea as the example to follow. The investment in a single individual creates a measurable ripple effect, as seen in the influx of new students, whose parents now view education as an achievable goal. Anea now uses her position to continue this cycle, counseling a student facing the same familial restrictions she once navigated. Watching her students, Anea and Mr. Dev share a verified truth. A dream can persist, provided there is a protector to shelter it. Human resilience is a collaborative effort. You hold the power to be the external